It's Coronas. Who's the Coronas on there?
Oh my god.
Who's on Corona? Trav.
What are you guys talking about?
It's not that straight.
Are you worried it's coming? Hold on, we got some loud noises coming into this.
We got some loud noises. Loud noises. Travis is masked up.
Hold on. This is what I got. We got the boys. What's up? Squad life.
All right, this is hot.
Yeah, you should have given the memo. We could have all had him.
Okay, no.
I got a sweet painter's one with like the two big.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I think.
I got a full-on gas mask. I should have worn that.
Right? Oh,
You're
what you
making
sipping
me
on,
jealous
Brett?
right now.
Brett, what you got there? Only the finest? Only the finest.
Only
Maybe.
the finest.
Blue label. Huh?
Well,
I
welcome
figured
to
for
the first ever
premiere.
Infamous live show. I mean, it's pretty legit.
Travis
Yeah, I
sipping
mean-
Corona during Coronas.
Yeah, I figured this is how it's got to work.
That's how it's
Glenn
been since
finished
day
14.
Hey, you got to fight fire with fire, boys. Corona on Corona. It's equalizer. It's equalizer.
Yeah, they said that's what kills it actually. So that's what I'm trying to. Said alcohol
got
kills
that.
it.
Trav, you're looking
Yeah.
skinny. What kind of diet does Cam have you on at home?
I don't know. This is beer salt, and this is Corona. This is shout out to the X Factor dudes. They're the ones that told me about this thing. This is
That was
amazing.
pretty legit. Pretty legit.
Yeah, you gotta drink it though because it foams up. But this is awesome.
So,
Anyways,
We got some
What's
people
that?
on here.
yeah, no, I just figured we haven't had practice. We haven't been able to play. We haven't talked to each other. Let's have a little Infamous live and let's see what you guys are doing to stay paintball sharp.
This is sweet. Are we live on everything right now, Cal, or where are we at?
People are watching.
We should be.
I can see them. Give a
All
chat if you guys if the connection's good and everything.
yeah, the
That's
chat.
In the live comments.
We got some Facebook comments. We don't see any YouTube comments yet.
Oh, I
There's a
see
couple at
one
the top.
over here.
There's a couple.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there's some up there. Justin, what's
Camille,
up? dude?
we want to know the truth, Camille. What are you feeding this guy? He looks like he lost 12 pounds. What are you feeding him? He's eating like kale and beer
It's just-
salt, or what's the deal?
It's a new filter.
That's the fried
It's a new
diet.
filter. I added
Yeah,
to
the skinny filter.
He's been wearing his mask so much, he lost weight in his face.
Can't
Just sweating
breathe.
around the circle.
These things are hot. They are warm. I don't know about
He's
that.
he's on a fry diet.
Yeah, fry. I like that wallpaper fry.
Just
Yeah,
roll
this
your
is
own
what
filter.
inspired me to travel the world. This is the house I grew up in. This is why I'm traveling the world and everything.
Hold on 1 second, guys. We have one extra person in the green room. I want to bring in real quick. So
Where do we fit him on the screen?
Yeah, here. Well, we can do 6. So I got one guy coming in. Here we go. We lost Chung for a second.
Oh, Chang.
Look who it is.
Oh,
There he is.
from the deck.
Boys.
Cheers.
Mr. Underrated himself.
Sorry, Cody. I didn't realize you were in timeout in the green room.
You were in timeout?
Misbehaving over here.
I like it. Like it. You got a headset? You're a little quiet there, bud.
We're finally getting to sit outside here in Wisconsin. It's like
Wow.
65 degrees. Beautiful.
I can hear the birds chirping.
Oh, so good. There's gonna be pumped in sound effects. And cheese.
So what have you guys been doing? Just watching Tiger King? Anyone doing anything?
We watch the Tiger King for sure. For sure. I know what we're all going to be for Halloween.
You got a head start on us because he talked about that one little part that he's got in there.
So I got one cool thing going on. So you guys know Dave Painter, owner of Baltimore Revo. So he gave me a small air compressor. So I'm setting up a miniature field at my house, and I got this little compressor now. I can fill tanks, do the whole nine.
And I'm gonna go. I'll be there.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going. I got 5 bunkers. I got 5 bunkers at my house, and I've been playing. Like I got a little bit of paint. I've just been shooting every day, like just a few balls.
Is it all 5 snake beams?
Yeah.
I basically just sit at my desk and just work on my snapshot.
In the mirror.
He's geared up.
Whoa.
Ready to
Camo
rip.
body gold. Let's go.
For those of you who don't know, all of Infamous home dresses before we go to the field. We never dress at the field. If everyone watching.
That's standard issue, right? I thought everybody did that.
If you guys want to be cool, for all you viewers out there, you got a home dress before you go to the field.
When you're sliding on your Infamous sliders, you want to just get them all nice and crispy in the hotel room. You know what I mean? Just pull them on. They feel right. You know, you don't want to get outside and get all yucky. Just, ooh.
We got some people from Texas in here. Let's post up some more locations in the chat.
Yeah, where y'all from?
Yeah, where's everybody at?
Y'all.
What's up, Kyle? What's up,
I see that
Kyle?
Gun.
I see that San Antonio dude.
Anything else going on in the chat? Any appearances that we need to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Dave Chong from State Canada.
Oh, there we go.
Some of the finest pit crew on all the land. Dave Chong, Kyle Castro.
The 51st state of America, Canada.
Ooh, New Zealand. That's a good one.
Oh, who's from New Zealand?
We got Connor Johnson from Wellington, New Zealand. That's sweet.
Do I know
Dang,
you?
that's dope.
We got some Michigan heads in here for Trav.
Oh, smart guys.
Lockdown City.
Bunch of Michigan heads. They love it. Hometown squad.
Yeah, Michigan's in trouble. We got a lot of this Corona thing going on here.
Like Corona Light, Corona Extra.
Yeah, we're like
Yeah,
Corona epicenter.
Fog Doc, what's up, baby? TT, what's up? Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Ant's in here. Come on, this is a good showing.
Thomas,
Yeah, I saw T2.
Everyone wants to know what hot new product we're gonna drop.
Oh, they're gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah,
We're gonna
I
have
know.
a hot new IPA. Delicious.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few more beers to be drunk.
Yeah.
See if I can
I got my
bring.
cough syrup here. No, I'm kidding.
Chris Schaefer. We used to all play together. Harrison,
Schaefer.
myself, Schaefer
What's up,
on an MXL team back in 2009 in the AXBL. So shout out, old school homies. New England Infamous in the building. Oh, we got another New Zealand in here. Coming far and wide.
Andrew
what time
Lynn.
is it in New Zealand?
It's got to be 8 a.m., something like that. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m.
Saturday?
I think it's 10 a.m. Am I right, Andrew? And it's Saturday. Yeah, 10 a.m. Sunday.
Why not start your weekend off as
Saturday. Yeah.
Everybody's asking, what do we got?
Yeah, what do we got? Everybody just wants to get to the point these
Well,
days.
they want the good stuff right here. Look,
Cool.
we got the clothes.
Here, yeah,
We got the
here,
gun.
ta-da.
Yo, we got the hats. Look at that.
Guys, did we mention there's a skull on it? Did we tell anyone that?
There's a skull in our gun. It's a new edition. Go to our website. Get it right now.
The new edition. Did we mention?
We got cute babies.
We got plenty of babies, that's for sure.
This is like Team Fertile.
Fun fact, Infamous I think has more babies than-
Lots of Texas representing here. Lots of Texas.
Fun fact, Infamous has more babies than any other pro team. I don't know if that's true, but is that true?
It's
Sounds
definitely
right.
true.
Sounds
Just
right. For
between
sure.
Travis and I, it's probably true.
We could almost be Texas's fifth team. Maybe.
That's right.
What's the count? Cody has 3. Trav has 4. There's 7. I have 4.
We have more children than players.
I'm up to 2.
No, Callie, you gotta get your numbers up, dude. Callie,
Red has one.
You are slacking.
I am slacking.
So 4, 4, 3, 2, and
We're
1.
at 14 at least. We have at least 14 kids on this team.
I have a couple of Great Danes.
We get full
14.
old school regulation X ball.
We have 14.
14. All right, tell the people, Trav, what do we got? Come on, let's fill them in. They want to know. Let's see this.
All right. So there's not been a new one of these in a very long time. Anyways, let me see if I can find it real quick. You guys talk a little bit. Maybe have Harrison tell a story while I go find this thing.
Did we mention the referral on our gun? Did we mention that?
Hey, Mikowski and Brett, I'm gonna minimize you guys while Trav grabs the item so you can see it a little bit better.
Go ahead.
All right, so they want a story. I got stories for days. Let's think. So there was a time that I hitchhiked across Europe. I was in.
I'm off timeout.
You're at a timeout until Trav gets back in the green room with the special item.
All right, let's hear the story. Let's
go. You're backpacking across somewhere.
I was in Budapest, and I wanted to get to where did I want to get to? Krakow. I wanted to get to Krakow. I was in Budapest, and it was right after this. Huge music festival, massive. So literally every single train, everything was closed. Every bus, every ticket was already bought. But somehow I thought that I was booking the right day, but I was really booking for next week. And I went down. I was staying in a hostel. I went down and talked to the student. I'm like, "Yeah, I just bought a ticket. I'm gonna go. Later on 2:00." He's like, "No, you didn't, dude. Every ticket's gone." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, look again." I looked again. I bought it for next week, like an idiot. It was only $20 or something, whatever. So he's like, "I'm gonna go hitchhike right now. If you want to come with me." I'm like, "Yes, let's go." So we hitchhiked from. It was like probably 500 miles from Budapest all the way to Krakow. We slept on a bench one night. Bought a bottle of like this Hungarian alcohol to drink it to fall asleep, and then just kind of hitchhiked our way through. Took a few local trains and didn't speak obviously the local language at all, and had to manage our way getting through, and finally made it. To Krakow, which is a beautiful city. Shout out! I think we're gonna have the NXL go there one day. I'll talk to Camille about it.
I like it.
You got some crazy stories.
I got plenty of them. Should I keep going? Who's got a story? Thomas, you got stories. Give me a story.
No, let's see. Trav's back in the green room.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready.
I'm gonna get ready to bring Trav on here. Let's bring Brett in. I want to see if I can. All right, so Harrison.
Brett, later on,
We do this more often.
Brett,
Yeah.
later on, if you
All
want
right.
to know who grow more hair over the quarantine, you or me. So we'll have to show them.
All right, we'll measure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, Thomas.
It just won't stop growing.
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
he's got to have it for the hawk, though.
He's headbanging.
Let's get some support in the comments for Thomas to bring back the
Yeah,
mohawk.
all right.
Whoa.
Everybody hit the tag, share button, like button for Thomas bringing back the hawk. Tiffany's gonna hate us, but hi.
Harmony, what do you think about the hawk?
What do you think about the hawk? Should I bring it back? She's with you.
Yeah, Harmony's in.
Go let your sister in. All right.
Said no
what was
mohawk.
that? Is
All
that
right.
the infamous whiskey?
This? The Corona.
No, I thought you had a case of infamous whiskeys coming
I
live.
wish. Okay.
So I'm hold on, let me try one thing.
Callie's
All
getting
right.
fancy over here.
I'm just trying to see
All
if
right.
I can get rid of me off the screen to bring up the product a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna let Trav show the product real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's not the barrel. It's not a new gun yet, but what we have, honestly, is a new tank. So
white body.
today what we're dropping is Skeleton Air. So we got together with Powerhouse, did a collab. These dudes are producing the highest end, best tournament regulator on the market. And so we thought it needed a bottle to go with it. So in a collaboration, these things are going to be available next week. We've got, I don't know, 8 different colors. I can kind of whip them out, but the colors are hot. My favorite is the white, but there's all kinds of different colors. Let me see if I can grab a couple others back here. We got a silver body. Thomas, what you know about that?
Oh, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Brett, we got a special edition one for you, buddy.
Here's Brett.
Oh, this is going to be popular one.
That a boy.
The New Englanders.
Yep. And so,
oh, baby.
Yeah, Brett, I don't know if you want to tell everybody, but this is a commemorative tank for one of your players, and we're donating a big portion of the proceeds of this is going directly to the charity. If you want to describe that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, 100%. So we did this commemorative tank for somebody, an individual, Carl DeVellis, who I used to play on the Bay State Bandits with. And so he committed suicide a few years ago. And so we're going to be raising money for the American Suicide Prevention Foundation. And so a large portion of the proceeds, which there will be some financial details on the Infamous website, these will be exclusively available on the Infamous website. And we're really, really happy to do this and do it in his memory. And I know that people are always excited for Bandits merchandise. So all you New England people out there, definitely head over to the Infamous website. We're going to be doing 24 of these in gray and 24 of these in black down the road, but the gray is going to drop. So don't sleep and definitely support charity and my good friend Carl DeVellis.
Cool. Yeah, it's definitely an awesome cause, and I'm glad you got behind on that one because that's a really cool tank. I'll put it right back here. I'll show it one more time.
And yes, and the gray is so hot too. So I mean, yes, it is great. It is for charity, but look how fire that tank looks.
Yeah, it looks great.
That's dope. That looks sweet.
Yeah,
and that's a great cause. Thanks, Brett. That's cool, man. That's good. Way to do your part, bro. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we got to take care of each other.
Everybody's favorite, black.
Black body. Dude, put that red one back up again, Trav. I think people are gonna like that. You got a red one? I thought I saw a red one in the picture.
Red.
Wow. Oh,
that looks like a race car. That looks like a race car.
Got red.
I'm a mushroom cloud laying mother.
Oh, this one's for Thomas. This one's got Thomas written all over it.
Yeah. You know my address, son. Let's roll. All
right.
Is the site live? Can people secure those now?
Yeah, you can go right now. We have a limited amount that are available for purchase. They'll be shipping first thing next week.
All right, people, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Live, limited. Oh, stop on that gold. Oh, you were right, Trav. I need that in my life.
I'm gonna be throwing out my tank covers. All of my tank covers will never be used again.
This is a Harrison color.
You can't be covering that.
Vault, baby.
I could do that. How's it gonna look?
Oh, there's Sam.
Hi, fam.
Down there.
Oh my God.
Sam.
What's up, Sam?
Sam gets one too.
Say hi, Sam.
Give me the
Oh my God, that's you. That black one's for sure you.
Wow. So how many colors do we have total, guys?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colors.
134 colors available.
100. Isn't there two DSP ones? CD3? Or is there one color of that?
One color of that on launch. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah. So everybody's been asking for bottles on the on the Powerhouse regs, just because I mean these things are so awesome. There we are.
And which reg does it come with to start, Trav?
It comes with the Powerhouse reg, the 500 Haymkr.
The standard one?
Standard one. It's got the skull blacked out gauge. Got a little skull lasered in right there. But yeah.
I need
So
a
you
red
get the Powerhouse
use
reg.
that tank with.
It's an 80 tank, 80 super light.
Yep, these are super lights. Comes standard 80. We will have 68 and I think 90 is coming in the future, but that's not until probably May.
Okay. And what do they retail for?
These are 274.
Awesome. With that reg, that's great. Cool. Very, very cool.
Didn't you say it's the same size as the 77?
Yeah, 80 and 77, and as far as cubic inches goes, is almost identical.
Hey, Trav, someone wants to know if they're pretty light.
They're super light.
Super light,
Yeah, baby. And if you've been playing paintball for a really long time, I mean, these tanks are the size and weight, or I mean, they're lighter, but they're the size of what a 68 cubic inch tank used to be in 2002. You know, like these things are small and tiny, and they hold a ton of air. So just absolutely, I mean, you guys may have, depending on what size tank you use. For me, I've got to use a huge tank, so to put a lot of air in a bottle that's so compact, it's a game changer.
Yeah, I'd also say that a lot of people undervalue the importance of a good tank and a good reg because it really changes the performance of your gun. And it's kind of one thing a lot of people don't pay attention to. So if you've got a tank that you've been using for like 10 years and you're just riding with it, get a new tank. It's time. It actually makes a difference in your shooting performance for sure.
And it's way easier than getting your tank hydroed. Yes, it's easy. And if you're broke, you should definitely get your tank hydroed. It's better than not playing. But if you're not broke, definitely scoop a skeleton air. Way easier.
And what Brett said about the 68, for sure. I don't even know if they make 68s anymore, but these are almost the exact same size and hold more air. And I don't know anyone getting 68s. 80 the way
The 68s they make now are real small. So, like, most people, they're too small for their arms. You know what I'm saying? Because all the guns are longer now. We have, like, a better base. The 80s feel right when you're playing, right? It's more like holding it. An actual gun, so it lets you shoot more accurate when running, doing snap shooting, all that stuff. The 68s are small. Even my little baby T-Rex's arms, the 68s don't feel long enough anymore. They've gotten tiny.
No, for sure. I've been to so many clinics and seen so many players and like had to yell at them like, "Yo, your tank is too small." Like honestly, like they just look like a chicken when they're playing like this. And then like I've even switched out my tank. I've been in a clinic and I've literally taken off my tank and I put it on their gun. I've been like, "You go play right now with this," and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so much better." Yes, it's better. You need a bigger tank. You need to have a full grip on your arm. I play an extender on my gun. Like I have extra long. I play with extra length. It's really
Someone needs to put in the comments down here to leave their favorite color tanks. Who knows how to type in the comments? I don't know how to type in there. I want someone to type in there. Let's get a line going of their favorite color. I want people to post up. I think it's gonna be Volt or Gold, personally.
I think we can put a poll going too on the Facebook, on the Instagram Facebook, the Infamous Facebook. Like
there you go.
Color after this.
Sean, what color are you gonna rock, bro?
I'm going ninja. I'm going ninja black.
All black out?
Yeah, ninja black.
Ooh.
For sure.
You can't go ninja anymore. Your hair is like an eighth of the size of when I met you.
It's true.
You gotta bring it back.
You're wow, that's growing long. You need to see a barber.
You can't see barbers, it's illegal.
I think I'm gonna go Volt. I mean, you gotta be able to hide hits with that thing. Like
that would be your top priority.
That's smart. That's smart. That's smart. I can't write that.
Or wait. I had a white hopper first season, and I literally didn't know I got hit one time in a tournament. I looked down, okay, I'm not hit, kept playing, and then after the point, went in the pits, took my goggles off, and realized it was a real hit, and I had a massive hit on my white hopper. It works pretty well.
So obviously the base Bandits tank is the hottest, but that one aside, that red, that's a Corvette, baby. That's a Corvette. My God. I'm not even a red guy. Sean Wyatt already ordered 3 of those.
Race car on red.
I like that one.
I mean,
The white,
every
the
one of
white
them's a
actually,
winner.
the white's super clean. The white is super clean too.
Guy here. You want anybody know
The
Pulp
Bulldog
Fiction?
Gray.
Of course, of course.
Sorry, that's my child.
All right,
Let's get him out of here.
I'll jump in for
Let's get him
Thomas.
out of here.
I'll save him. I'll save him.
The water's boiling.
But listen, the water's boiling. I gotta say, I think that the white, because these images of the tanks, they don't do them justice to in person. I feel like the white on the tank or on the gun in person, it just really stands out. And I think, when people start adding in some tank covers and some tape, it's not going to be so much white, but I think it really is going to pop on the field. But second best for me has got to be that Volt. That Volt is, pretty legit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get away with it on the field, but I'm definitely going to try. You can count on that.
This is the Jason Trozen edition.
We should just
we have NXO approval on this bottle, so order up.
Yep. Yeah.
Tom Cole, I know
he
it's
said.
Can you guys hear me?
If your whole team shows up with those and no other tanks, they're not going to not let you play. Hey.
You can tell we're probably not the rule followers of the NXL, but
Tom said it was cool.
That's
right. Let it ride. You heard it here.
That one's sweet too.
That's hot.
That's silver. That silver's tight.
That's hot.
I like the silver
green.
too.
If you're watching this and you own a store or a field, get in touch with us. We have a whole wholesale program. Tanks are available, pads, everything you need, guns. Talk to us. We got a B2B website, super easy to order from. Orders ship super fast. So let us help you.
That's right. Actually,
so
the dealer.
Trav,
go ahead.
can you run through the features and what it comes with and everything for a second?
Sure. So, these are 100% made in the USA, which is pretty cool right now with everything going on and just, you're supporting local businesses. So the tanks, carbon fiber wrapped right here in the USA. The regs, obviously Powerhouse is just outside of Chicago. We'll have these, they're going to come stock with this reg in the next week or two. We'll have the long bodies. So if dudes like Harrison was saying, he likes reg extenders and this type of stuff, we will have long bodies available soon. Go back to the other screen so I can go down the features for you. Yep. So the radial adjustability, I know a lot of you guys already know this, but just in case you don't, we'll take you through it. There's little set screws right in the side here. So if you want the tank, the fill nipple or the gauge to line up a certain way, so it doesn't jam you in the wrist, you can rotate it. So that's what the radial adjustability is. All these regs are 100% dyno tested before they leave the factory. So, you don't get the thing and you're like, oh man, I blew a burst disc or this thing leaks or whatever. These were all 100% tested. Live up to the great, Powerhouse warranty and service. These guys are out at every NXL event, run around. I'm sure you've seen them with the headphones and tech and stuff and doing their thing, but the service is unparalleled right now. Same thing with performance. Some of the guys are talking about, you don't understand how important it is to have a bottle or a tank, not go down on you. Well, the other part of it is it's got to be consistent. So if, your paint is consistent and your gun is consistent and your airflow is consistent, it all matters. It all has to match. And when it's all, top of the line in performance, that's why you have a competition regulator. So that's basically it. Obviously we're introducing it with the 80 because that's the most popular size. But we will have other sizes available in the next 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. But it is what it is. And there you go. There's Cody.
We're back. We're live.
Right on. Live.
We're here. So
I'll
just say, am I still on here? Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So I just want to talk about the regulator for a second. So, when the Powerhouse regulator first dropped, everybody wanted to know,
Red looks dope. Red looks good. And if you want to be a cheater, you get the Volt.
Yes. Yes.
He did.
Harrison's rocking the Volt for sure.
Dude, give it to me. Give it to me.
Right on.
I need a white yellow hopper also. Can we get Volt hoppers?
Yeah, the Trojan hopper coming.
But keep going. Brett.
So I will. Powerhouse Regulator. When it first dropped, there was a lot of hype. Everybody wants to know, is this thing worth the money? Is it worth going out and buying a new regulator? The answer is yes. So before I was a Powerhouse customer, a Powerhouse sponsored player, I used a Ninja regulator. Everybody knows the Ninja regulator is dope. It's super dope. The Powerhouse regulator is on a whole nother level. So I used to have my Ninja regulators rebuilt every single season. I've had the same Powerhouse regulator since the day I got on Infamous 3 years ago. Works like a dream. It's light, it's reliable, it's consistent, plus or minus 5 on the chrono. I mean, this is the regulator that you want to have on your gun. Whether you're a tournament player or you just like to have your gear work the best that it can possibly work, Powerhouse regulator is the only regulator in the conversation.
Trav, there's a question in the chat that's probably a you question. Can you order a bottle without the reg in case I already have the titanium Powerhouse reg? That's from Roberto.
So that will be an option in probably April, but we don't have that available now. I mean, not April. I'm sorry, May.
The Powerhouse guys are some of the hardest working guys in paintball.
I agree. And actually, if you saw their last post, go on their Instagram, the Powerhouse guys' Instagram. They're making something for the Corona.
They're making parts that go in ventilators that General Motors is making.
Yeah. So they're making stuff to help our country. Go America. Let's go. And
I mean, I see these guys at tournaments working on equipment that's not even theirs, with teams that they don't even sponsor. We see them in the pro pits, and they're helping everybody get their stuff tuned up. These guys just love paintball. And those are the companies that we used to have, the AKAs and the Destructive Customs and all these companies that used to exist as small-time custom shops that were the backbone of paintball, and Smart Parts push them all out of the game. Well, Powerhouse is that company. These are the type of companies we need in paintball. And that's what we're trying to do with Infamous, is be a small shop that produces products that are built by pro players for players that want to have the best gear.
Premium products across the board.
Amen.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, we use all of our own gear. We have to, and we want to. It's all great gear, and we use it, and it gets tested. And when there is an issue, we're like, yo, Trav, you got to fix this. And then it gets fixed, and our gear is sweet. So
I still have the original prototype slide pant that Trav gave me like 2 years ago at World Cup, and they still have no rips in them, working perfectly.
Really?
Pair number 2.
I mean, to be fair, Cody, when you stay in the back center all day, you can wear all your gear year round. You know what I'm saying?
He goes to sleep with his gear on.
Thank Lord, I was in there. Don't worry.
There's a question in the chat.
Caps, he's watching on YouTube, and he wants to know when they're going to be available. So you can order them right now on the Infamous website, and we will be shipping them early next week. So this isn't a pre-order situation. These are live, and we are shipping them starting next week.
Well, and to add to that, Brett, there's limited quantity. So if there's a color you like, you need to order it now because, I mean, there will be more shipments coming. But if you're trying to get on this and grab one and you're watching this, get your color now so you have it. Don't be like, oh, regretting it, and I got to wait for the next shipment. Or you end up with a color you don't like, I mean, if you need that Volt or Gold body, don't wait on it. Those are going to go quick. Travis, give me one now. They're ordering them.
So we have a question from Adrenaline Junkies. If you can do a team-specific tank. Look, if you guys can order a lot of tanks, reach out to us. So, I mean, anything custom on something like this is going to be a big order. But if you have a big organization, if you're going to order 30 of these things, if you have a big order, reach out to us. We try to make things happen.
Yeah, that's our ability being a small shop, and what Brett was saying, we're willing to work with anyone.
What are you drinking, Thomas?
Only the finest IPA, Lords, of course.
Nice. What is it?
I thought this was the hangout, so I was like, I got to go get me a special IPA. I like to do this. I like to roll in random days and just go to the IPA section and be like, any, mini, miny, mo. So I don't even know what the name of it is. I just picked one. It was delicious, actually.
You should use Drewby's app.
What's that? I should
You
use
use-
Drew's app. Drew. Oh, I let you down, Drew. I'm sorry. I didn't get a rating first.
Trav, we're getting some questions like about the long reg and if there's going to be bigger sizes and stuff like that. I don't know if you can just answer them all in one kind of thought process. Like, what's
sure,
the
no
future
problem.
of this platform?
So as it sits now, next week we're shipping, the standard size reg with the 80 bottles. We will have a very limited amount of long body regulators available, hopefully by the end of next Friday. But again, that's going to be a small amount. So I guess if you do see it on there, grab it, because we probably only have 10 of those or something like that. As far as other size tanks, not until May. But the plan is we will have 68s, we will have 90s. And then obviously, we started with the 80s. That's the most popular, but we will have bigger and smaller.
If you shoot a Eclipse gun, you don't really need a different size tank. These are good, plenty.
Dude, with an 80, you're gonna get what? Like almost 15 pods? Let's rip. Get yourself a squad gun. Get your 80. You're gonna get 13 to 15 pods. You're gonna be ripping P all day. Now you just need some wolf gray pants to go with it. And we're good.
Back center load. Back center load.
Hey, there's a reason.
I shoot.
I've never shot more than 3 pods in a game. No, I'm kidding.
I like to take 7, accidentally dump 2, shoot 4 or 5.
That's the move.
Yeah, 13 pods at ICC, ICPL, with the Planet Eclipse 170. Yeah, EMAC or the M170R or the CS2 or a 170R. You strap one of these tanks on there, you can easily shoot as many pods as any pod pack on the market is going to hold. So, and I actually
cramping before you run out of air for sure.
100%. And ICPL, I put pods in my pocket. The pocket pod.
The pocket pod.
Pocket pods.
There's a comment in the chat about how good the slide pants and the elbow pads are. If you don't have them and you're still dealing with like the knee pads sliding down issue, you're like a year or 2 behind, because slide pants that have the full knees in them, that's the way to go. Even if you just want the slide shorts because that's how you rock, then like we got that too. Like if you haven't been to the website, you're missing on like good product, and we wouldn't be vouching for it if we didn't actually believe it was really good quality. So check the stuff out.
Let me back that up, Cody, because obviously I run a couple fields and pro shops, and we're basically down to the infamous knee pads. We carry one other knee pad, and then you use the slider pants, because knee pads in all the variations have different. Either they too bulky or they too thin. Do they move up and they move down? The slider pants cover that all. I mean, if you have padding, why you wouldn't have slider pants blows my mind at this point.
Yeah.
Like, that is what we've been wanting for years in paintball, is something that just stays exactly where it's supposed to be and protects everything. And then the slider pants also protect your hips and the jewels. Like, you get the whole kit and caboodle. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
biggest dick pad of all.
Yeah.
There
We
is
never
one
sell
guy
smaller
that
ones.
complains that it's too big. I won't mention names. I'm just saying that it is. The point is as a store, as I run a store and fields, like we have brought our product line down and brought those in, and we carry them. And that is like, when someone comes in and says, "Hey, I want to get a pair of knee pads," or "I need something else," I immediately point them to the slider pants. And yeah, they're more expensive, but it covers everything, and they honestly sell really well. And no one ever complains. No one comes back. I mean, they don't rip, they don't tear. They protect everything, and it doesn't matter if you're crawling around in the woods, if you're playing on turf, you're just having fun. 100%. So what we got with Infamous is the way to go for sure. Drop it right down there, bottom left. That's where they want to go. If you don't have those yet, I mean, all of our products we make are great, but you should have those slider pants. That is the product you want to be wearing for sure.
That's a
John
must
said
have.
it right. If you're still dealing with knee pads falling down, you are definitely a few years behind. I haven't even considered that in my game in like several years because of this product. And we have 14 kids on the team, so we got a lot of jewels that we need to be covered. So we have a huge dick pad on our products, and
my wife
really
is okay with my jewels getting shot because she says we need no more kids. 4 is max.
She
So,
actually,
and I
she took yours
I
out,
still
right?
protect them.
She took yours out secretly. She put a
These
small.
interest-free payment plans get me every time on these websites. The interest-free payment plans.
You don't even
We do
need to
that.
pay cash to buy the tank or the gun or any of our products. You can do an interest-free payment plan.
Yeah, Brett, can
it's
you
like-
tell us a little bit more about that? How does that work?
I mean, I wasn't even going to buy a Theragun. I really wasn't. But then it was like, hey, 6 interest-free payments, boom, done. So we do the same thing on the Infamous website. Everybody hates paying interest. And honestly, you're stupid if you pay interest. Makes no sense at all. But when you can break something up over a few months and it doesn't cost you anything, that's just financial responsibility.
Financial, the man spitting.
That's a fact.
knowledge.
That's
You
a
must
fact.
be an
You
entrepreneur.
just stay on the chat.
Financial
We're going to talk.
responsibility. Get yours.
Yes, it is financial responsibility to buy the new tank.
Did we mention we have sweet guns?
Hey, for real though, if Thomas is vouching for the pads, he's the only member on our team in the AARP program.
Oh my gosh, killing them.
Just keep wearing yours.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty
That's
interesting to look at
buggers.
these birthdays. One of the NXL marketing guys asked us for our birthdays, so we could promote when everybody's celebrating their birthday. And I'm looking through the list, and I'm like, whoa, we got a 90. What are you, Cody? John?
I'm 96.
Hey,
96.
wait. Everybody pause. Shout out to Keegan. He said he already purchased the tank in the comments
Yeah.
down there.
That's
Good
sweet.
looking
Whoa,
out.
there you go, baby.
All right. Go back to what you're saying, sir.
We were just going to when your
What
birthday
color-
was.
What color did you get, Keegan? What color did you get? Continue. Yeah, Thomas is old. We know that.
He doesn't act. He doesn't act it. It's just age is just a number.
Ooh.
Watch
Someone's
the.
been doing some
This
home
is how you
gym
move
workout.
away. All right. That's how you.
Someone-
Hold on. Wait. Can you find the camera?
Someone's got a home gym. Digging holes. Speaking of one of
So,
our
which of
14
these new tank colors is going to look best on some of these guns that we got?
Like you like the mix up? Where are we reading? Callie on the side?
I'm looking at the gun colors that we have here, and then
Callie, I was thinking
Hold
about
on,
your
gold,
gun.
Of course.
The white is gonna look sweet with Callie's gun. I think so.
with the gold
White.
one.
I think so. I think white will look sweet with that.
Dude, you got to be like gold member. All gold. Gold tank, gold gun, gold tip. We need a gold logo.
Gold.
Gold tip. Gold tip.
I'm on the green.
Only Tiger gold locks for everybody.
Do we
Green
make
member.
the Silencio in gold?
What's that?
Do we make the Silencio in gold?
No, we don't, but we should.
That's it.
Just for
Next
Thomas.
colorway.
I'm saying I'll tip that all day.
Thomas is just gonna walk out, just dripping.
Ruby says
dripping
Wolf
gold.
Grade, Wolf Grade, get up, silver gun, silver tank. That'd be tough.
That would be
There
that
you
would be
go.
nice.
There you go. I like that.
Juby's coming back just to rock that.
Drew, we got to try out if you want to come back.
We have a 10-man tryout coming up. We're gonna have to sneak in the woods for some paintball.
Wait. So which tank's gonna go with our purple gun?
The gray with green.
I think that's the Bay State Bandits
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
gray.
be
or
the
the
gray one.
or the white. What about the
white.
purple or white? Would that pop?
That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
I mean, enough people are liking the full purple haze that we might just have to go on a purple tank. I'll have to hear some comments. If there's a color that you want or a color that you are looking for or interested in that we don't currently have, we'd love to hear your suggestions, because obviously we want to get more of these tanks to more players.
Joe
Joe
Exotic Tiger
Exotic.
Stripe. I mean, that's pretty hot. I mean, we might need a gun tank combo. Just limited 20.
That'd be cool.
Get out of jail. We got to get Joe Exotic out of jail. We're making a T-shirt. Bridget Farm. Shout out Bridget Farm 2.0 on Instagram. Anyway, we're doing a free Joe Exotic T-shirt. So we're trying to raise money to get Joe Exotic out of The Huskow.
Maybe
For Tiger King products.
maybe we can get a poll going of like new colors that people want to see at some point later on after we get these going. But yeah, more colors are definitely possible if there's enough hype on them.
Who's your guy that does the mock-ups? Let's see it.
Hey, he's back.
Oh,
There's
there he
the white
is.
body.
There he is.
No,
That white
I
body
just-
is really fresh.
This is for I'm in Michigan right now. So we have this Michigan State edition, aka Experiment Rhino Vegas edition, marker. But I think this white with this white and green gun, this is what's up.
The white with the white and green, yeah.
It's pretty nice. I don't know if you guys can see that trigger too. Oh, probably not. I got a black background back there.
Sure,
Yeah,
can
put a
you
white
put-
paper behind it. There
Oh,
we go. Oh, that's a skull one, huh?
Yeah, that's that skeleton one.
Yep.
So that's the newest trigger that just dropped, right? What's the deal with that? Can you
It's
get-
just a super lightweight trigger.
Yeah, because it's got holes in it, skeleton up.
Oh, it's 'cause they're smaller. All red CS2 with what? With what, Andrew?
Oh,
Which
look
tank?
at that little green one with a red trig.
So are we on, what's our stock on these? Because I know we're out of stock on triggers for a long time.
Yeah, we make small runs, they come and go. So when you see the one you like, grab it because we're constantly changing, constantly updating.
Those are sweet.
I love how, customizing your trigger is coming back into popularity because it was dead for a while and now it's back. Everyone's doing it.
Honestly, I hadn't put a new trigger into my gun until like when we were practicing for Vegas, and it's sweet. Like I've been sleeping for for a while from not getting one of these.
Yeah, well, these just dropped, but that the original CS2 Deuce we make, we actually made another version. We called it the CS2 DNA, and it's just a lighter weight version one, so it's a little more snappy. And then this one is obviously a little more decorative. If you get shot in the trigger here, you're gonna have to like get the hose out, but it looks really cool.
Shout out Steve Jamroz. He's a new member of the Infamous Pit Crew. Held us down in Vegas. His son plays on our semi-pro team, and all around good guy. So shout out Steve, who's watching right now.
They also make amazing cookies.
Yes, best cookies in the game for sure.
Oh my God, it's not even debatable. Just throw some weed in there and poof, done.
So I heard you guys talking earlier about like how much you could shoot, how many pods you could shoot with your EMEX and your M170s in the woods. So that's why I left. I went to go get this because I thought this was pretty cool.
Oh,
I thought this would be a cool thing to kind of break out on the show.
Sorry, I just had to remove Chong because he wasn't there. Tom is about to get the axe as well.
Oh my goodness!
10-man champions only. 10-man champions only.
Yeah, these came out really cool.
Gold body. Well, you know what my address is.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you don't know, that's the ICPL championship that we won 2 months ago in Florida. January.
Man, seems
Free
like
Corona.
forever ago, but
So it was 10-man mechanical. We're all using Planet Eclipse EMEX or 170Rs, which are both sweet. The bulk of us were using the EMEX, which is like, how much is that retail?
I think it's 220, Trev.
So a 200 retail gun that we won a tournament with against people shooting like $700,000 guns, also mechanical. But yeah, we won the tournament with these awesome Eclipse guns that we're shooting.
ton of fun. Ton of fun.
Yeah, we shot Pro Share Paint also, and it was just an awesome tournament. We won by the skin of our teeth. Basically one body. We won by one body. Thank you, Dave Baines.
Oh, Thomas is back.
Oh,
Look, Thomas.
If you want one of those, you gotta join the team. We're having tryouts.
Should we show Jervy? Jervy, look.
Jeremy, we're having tryouts.
I'm so happy for you.
I can barely see Cody. Cody's fading off.
I can see his
getting
teeth
dark
because
and
he's so
whatnot.
happy.
Turn your porch light on, Cody.
Right on. I'm gonna put these in a safe spot so I
better?
can ship them out next week.
Yeah.
Better, a little bit better.
Dang. The
We're
ring
outside.
came
It's
in.
beautiful out.
Guys, if you haven't played 10-man yet, the mechanical division, there's a bunch of them. There's ICPLs, there's ICCs, there's local events that like just local fields are putting on. Go play it. It's the renaissance of paintball. It's the funnest thing ever. Everyone's out. It's everyone's having fun. But on the field, it's the same highest competition that you're ever gonna find. But everyone's drinking a few beers. It's good.
The thing is that a lot of people might assume that a full NXL rostered pro team might come in there and just mow through everybody real quick. But we've seen a lot of full NXL squads come in there and they're just not used to playing 10-man, not used to playing in the woods, not used to playing these different layouts, and you kind of get in that X-ball mentality and it just doesn't work. So it's definitely an equalizer, and we have a lot of fun with it. But definitely get out there and try it out. It's definitely a blast, and hopefully we get to play some more soon.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, woodsball is a totally different ballgame. Woodsball is a totally different ballgame.
Ooh, I think that's Harrison.
it's you, Cal.
I care. Lord. Okay.
Echo Life.
Who was the robot? Was it Harrison?
So what happened there is Brett took his headphones out, and then it went to his computer or whatever was playing audio out there for all of us to hear, I think.
I was like, somebody is echoing like crazy. All right, we're good. Keep going.
I just like to blame Harrison because he has.
Yeah, that was not me.
issues.
We've just assumed it was Harrison because it's happened so many times.
I have failed 2 different Matty Marshall interviews because of these issues. I'm like, Matty Marshall, I'm so sorry.
Full disclosure, we're setting up this live, and Harrison's like, dude, I've messed up so many of these live videos. I'm like, you're not helping your case right now. Like, we can just.
I'm literally right next to my router. My router is right there. I'm like, I'm not screwing this up.
Harrison runs multiple businesses from a laptop, but can't buy good headphones.
It's true.
Oh, where's Sewers?
He's
I
working
think
it out.
Yeah, he's working out.
He's
working
lifting
out.
for sure.
Yeah, sorry. He couldn't get on the call. He's lifting.
We're inside.
I gotta show off the red tank one more time.
The
This is
red
a
looks
good red.
sick.
Yeah, that's fire.
It's a good red. Did a good job.
Hey, did we ever find out what was his name? Or where's he at here? He said he ordered a tank. Did he post up what color he ordered?
I've been reading the comments and I haven't seen it. It's possible that I missed it, but
Wasn't it-
All
it
right,
was
Keegan,
right?
red. Keegan
Yeah,
ordered
red.
red. There
you
we
can order
go.
red.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
Atta
boy.
There we go.
Red.
shout out
Nice,
to Keegan.
Keegan.
Yeah,
Hey, if you
limited
leave a
quantities,
comment-
get them while you can.
If you have a question or want to see a specific tank, if you're just tuning in and want to know more about what's going on, just leave a comment and we'll get on it.
Awesome. I want to do a couple
Everyone
quick
reach
shout
Peter.
outs. Peter.
Check that
There it
comment
is.
out.
There we go. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining in.
So Keegan he wants a Bay State one. Wait, I don't get
All
it,
right.
Keegan.
All right,
bought
so
anything?
here,
Can you-
here, I'm gonna try to put Brett in here.
No, Brett's gone.
All right.
Did he fix his headphones?
No,
No, he's
Echo
still not fixed.
John.
Life.
At least
Thanks, man. On the Upa day.
I'll speak for the Bay State Bandits thing because I also played for Bay State Bandits. Brett was the team captain and team owner, him and Sean Wyatt. But yeah, for those of you who haven't heard, we have a tank that's dedicated to Carl Davila's CD3. He's a player that I played with, and was on the Bay State Bandits. And a few years ago, he committed suicide. So, all the portions or a portion of the proceeds, financial information is on the website, is going to the something for suicide prevention, whatever, I forget the name of the exact thing, but it's going to suicide.
Okay, here we are. It's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Yes, that one. And like I said, our buddy Carl's super great guy. His mother is actually still super involved in the paintball scene. She comes out to most of the NXL events, any local events, and just kind of, she actually just cheers on. She's got a schedule of all old Bandit players and when they're playing, and just goes to all of our games and goes and cheers on all the old Bandits players. So shout out to Kathy. She's
awesome.
A huge supporter, and just kind of like having his spirit live on, like just by coming and watching and supporting and just being there and just talking about it.
Thank you, Jackson. Yeah, we love the pads too, man. Thanks for sharing that info, Bri.
Yeah, if your whole team's interested, just hit us up, man. We got team sponsorship deals. We'll definitely plug your whole team right in. So don't hesitate.
Yep.
Squat it up.
Yep. I'll show it again. This so to the American Suicide Foundation, it's $75 per tank sold is going to that of the CD3 version. So it's we're all doing our part, and hopefully that it helps somebody in the future.
100%. You got to take care of your friends. Look out for people out there. Ask people how they're doing. It's really important. You never know. Sometimes your happiest friends are not in a great place. So we won't dwell on that type of stuff too long, but check on your friends for sure, and do what you can, especially in these tough times we're going through right now. Nothing like a phone call just to check on someone. So, and we'll keep doing our part. So buy these tanks, and we're going to be super pumped to donate this money.
Right on.
I agree, man, especially with everything that's going on right now. We all kind of had this, this rock, which was paintball, right? Like, we got to go to these events and see each other and go play in these tournaments and just kind of escape from real world. So, like Brett said, make sure you're just reaching out to everybody, and, we'll get through all this stuff and be back on the field. But, yeah, it's serious, so.
Man, I miss you guys.
Yeah, bro, let's go play some paintball.
Cody's the captain. He calls to check on me. When I see my phone ring, I say, "Oh, that's Cody just calling to check on me."
I get that cue button a lot from Brett, though. Don't lie.
How did Cody become the old guy on the team? He's like Dad. How did that happen? I mean, where? It's
Ask Michaela.
Michaela, how did Cody become Dad? Can you explain that process to us?
Oh, she can't hear. He's got his. Cody, what are you doing up? You're north of the wall up there, Cody Chong.
Bro, we're hiding out. I'm hiding out. Like, our stuff is just as bad as you guys down there. Everything is shut down. Like, people aren't even supposed to be going to work. So, I mean, I think all of us are doing the same thing in terms of like staying ready for paintball. We're all like, doing as much home workouts as we can and going for runs and stuff like that. But it's just as crazy up here as it is down there.
I'm essential. Yeah. I'm busy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm essential. So
you're essential.
Yeah, I'm ordering a treadmill tonight.
Yeah.
My wife might not know that yet, but that's happening. So
are you doing the Peloton one?
I'm going Nordic Track.
Nordic Track. Make sure you use that 0% financing.
Dude, it really is. I'm not even joking. 39 months, 0%.
Same as the Infamous website.
That's how they get me, dude. Every time, free money.
Well, I mean, if you're not paying interest on it, why would you not just order it? I mean, if you wanted it anyways, why wouldn't you?
I know, dude. It has this sweet sled mode, so you can do hit training where it like adds resistance, but like shuts the motor off, so you're just like pushing against resistance, like you're pushing a sled.
Right.
I'm coming out. You watch, Virginia. Greg Sewers, watch yourself.
What's
All
everybody
right,
else
Warren.
doing to stay?
He's gonna be wearing fast.
First
Dude,
practice, we're gonna
Tiger
have a
fast.
race. We're gonna have a race. What's up? Cody threatened to race. We never did it.
Especially if you give me a weight differential, it's over.
Or like a little hill.
I only raced like 10 steps, however long it is to the snake, because I got them short strides. So I'll beat anybody on the burst on the 10 steps, except Mike. But
Are we doing?
the long
Are we doing
distance,
this with
heck no.
like 4 pods or 10 pods?
Ooh,
No,
That's
this is
true,
gonna be
Kelly.
fully geared.
4 or
7.
less.
Meet in the
Full
middle.
pack, I'm
7.
ready. Let's go. We'll race.
Cody and I were breaking out in 10-man, and we sent Waring to the 50, right? And so this is Michael's first tournament with us, and it's 10-man in the woods. So, and just the 3 of us went to like the dark side, and so we take off, and we're both like, you got to go down a little hill and then up the ditch, and then once you get out of the ditch, so we're like breaking out the same, and literally the second we get to the top of the ditch, Waring is just gone. We're just like, me and Cody are just looking at him, and he's like 100 yards away from us, and we're like, "You go, boy."
And we played 10-man with all the fastest people. Carl Markowski, Billy Bernaccia, Alex Rosati, young phenom. And we got Mike Waring out there, dude, and he is a big cat. I'll tell you right now. Don't turn your back to him. He's my dude. That's my new roommate.
I mean, it was pretty sweet because we pick up these new guys that we've never played with before, and we're like, we've seen them all play, but you don't really get that game time speed until you're on the 10-man field, and you got a long way to go.
Right. A lot of people like Chong has this little he can go 3 steps fast, but like
That's it.
Waring is like out of here, dude.
In 10 steps,
we'll
he's
have to
still picking up speed.
We'll have to get Mike on here for a little interview talking about all the workouts he's been doing. He's been sending videos to the team of him doing his driveway workouts, as I would call it. He's got all his weights. He's just walking down the sidewalk with racks on racks.
No, Greg was feeling a duffel bag full of like socket wrenches the other day. He's like,
Greg posted this video of a tire that is just like the size of a house, and he's just flipping it. He's like posting it on Instagram. I'm like, where do you keep that thing? He's like, it's in my garage. I'm like, what do you mean, bro?
Check it out, Map Training. Greg Sewers, personal training. He'll train paintball players. And just to be fair, I'm also shout out OTL, Patty Gleason, who trains me, Harrison Fry, Thomas Taylor. We're all OTL athletes, and both of these guys have online training programs, and they'll train you at home. Patty's got a body weight only training regiment that he has all of us on right now, so you don't need any equipment whatsoever. You can do it right in your living room. So a lot of stuff to stay flexible and strong. Yeah, it's hard. It sucks.
dude, no joke. Like, only body weight, and I'm stupid sore.
Yeah, that's
stupid sore. Only silver and green lime tanks, and I am stupard sore. Like, for real.
Someone in the chat's asking to see the tanks again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we at? There we go.
There we go.
Hey, but
we also have
real,
people asking to see Thomas's mohawk again too. I don't want to let that
go.
There's a lot of votes for that.
I'm surprised Tiffany hasn't jumped in here and told you all that it's not happening yet. Maybe she's saying yes. Maybe she's saying it's cool. We can bring it back. Look how long it would be, boys. Okay, you see that?
So it's actually, for those of you who don't know, it's in the 2020 contract that Thomas has to play at least 2 events with the mohawk. He signed it in his contract.
Signed.
So,
look at the size of this thing would be.
So you will see it at 2 events, and the way events have been dropping like flies this year.
We might only have 2 events left, bro.
See you boys at Cup.
See you in Florida.
Cracks beer.
Hey,
where's no
Mike at? We should find. Oh, Tiff's coming in hot right there.
Oh,
she's around the corner, ready to attack.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, that's true. Harrison, if I keep this up, by the time we're allowed to get haircuts, my head might like look like yours, bro.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. You look like the thing there. What's going on? That's a lot of hair.
Well, I can't get to the barber, man. It's all closed. So
There's no barbers. There's no barbers.
This is just a week's worth
If
of
for reals though, I might have an underground garage cut coming up soon. Do not tell anyone. I'm not trying to get busted out here, carted away for getting a haircut.
Mohawks only.
For real though.
They're handing out troll hawks.
Chong's not used to having long hair, so his is just like.
Doesn't know what it's doing, bro.
Thomas and Tiffany have a deal.
This
for
is
when the
indoor
Mohawks
bedhead
come
for like
back.
3 weeks.
Hey, man, I know you haven't seen anyone for like 3 weeks.
Quarantine cut.
Brett, when you see the hawk, know that my time is almost done, my friend.
Oh,
So you don't want to
Hey,
see
so-
the hawk.
Don't say
anytime
that.
soon,
We need to
Brett.
talk about this, Thomas.
Tiffany, don't ruin our fun.
Listen, I'm being real. I'm not going to tell you the full deal, but if you see the hawk, know my days are numbered. Just know my days are numbered, fam.
No.
So for those of you
Okay.
shooting for the hawk, just know that it comes with a price.
Oh,
We don't want that. We don't
No.
want that.
No.
Come on, bro. I'm almost 40 and I'm still like 20. We don't want a hawk here. I gotta rock my gold tank.
What if I did a hawk? Be like,
There's no amount of gel that holds that up. No amount. I've been there. There's no amount of gel that does that.
Thomas, you have to grow a bun, and then Harrison will have to cut his hair because the rule is only 1 bun per team.
no,
One bun?
we're
I could already do it. Look
full
at
bun. We're doing full bun, full team bun squad.
Is that it?
No,
That's not a bun?
That's
Oh,
a
I
man
lost
bun,
my
dude.
That's a top knot. That's a top knot.
That's a fake bun.
You know the name of these things?
Of course. I went through it, bro. I went through it. What you mean?
Travis!
Represent.
Sometimes you just give up.
I've definitely gotten shot in my man bun before. I've been like,
Does
oh,
it break or does it hide it?
I would not have gotten shot. I would not be out right now if I didn't have a man bun. I'm out.
No. See, the hawk never did that. You feel like this, like brrr. It was like little cat whiskers. You're like, oh, I'm too high. Get down. Get down. You fucking too high.
It would help you.
Yeah, the hawk helped you.
My spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah, definitely. It's like
Hey.
baby whiskers.
So we got a shout out. Carl from Powerhouse is watching.
Oh, Carl.
All right, Carl.
Yeah. What's
What's Carl's favorite color? The blue body?
I don't know.
Blue ninja or what?
sorry, zoomed in.
Oh, I like it. No, that's good.
So
It's fine.
Two
sweet.
turned up.
What's
Jason
the
Adams
line?
has already ordered his tank. Good stuff, Jason.
Nice work.
What
Nice
color,
What
work,
colors
Carl.
you get, dude?
what color, Jason? Carl Courtney.
Carl just texted me that Harrison needs better wallpaper.
This is my inspiration to travel. I got a globe. I got a globe in the other room.
Wait,
If
I
I-
can't see the wallpaper. What is it? Is it like dolphins?
No, it's not dolphins. Come on.
Oh, don't move around. You're gonna get
He's
killed.
going too far from his router. We're about to.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, it's like little maps, little treasure
Oh,
maps.
that's cool.
It looked
that-
like
is that
cat.
where-
coming back?
Is that where the corona outbreaks are? Is that
The
the
what?
hot spots? The hot spots?
God.
Oh,
What are you
look
saying?
at that. Whole family on Cody.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm reading comments, boys.
So what do you guys think? Should we do some more of these like team meeting things? Maybe up the number of people we can get in here, or just
Yeah.
let it ride?
I think
Yeah,
we
this
should
is
do
sweet.
some. I think we should do some more team meetings. Maybe have sit around the fire, a little talk about it.
Friday night beers with the boys.
Have a couple drinks. Yep.
I think
Yeah,
so.
infamous
I
happy
think
hour.
we can become a regular. Next time we can
I
talk
love
about
that.
why Callie stopped growing at the age of 13.
Nope.
You'll never know. Never know.
Paintball
That has
size.
to- No, that's the next meeting. We can't talk about that now. Shh.
We should bring special guests on, like once a week. Bring a special guest in.
So, who would you guys like to see as special guests besides obviously our really cool teammates? Is there anybody else that you guys
Shout
would like to
out
have on here?
Gino. I don't want to butcher your last name. Villalobos. Villalobos.
Oh,
Here we go, Bay
he's our
State.
State.
Sort of the Bay State tank. Shout out. Those aren't going to
I'm
last.
about to
so
post
get
a
on
comment.
Yeah, I was gonna sell it quick.
Great tank, good cause.
that. Hell yeah. Great color, good cause.
Get it while you can.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely put in the comments who we should have on.
I think my vote would be like the Tiger King Lasoya would be like a good guest.
Yes.
He's up there for sure.
He commented actually. He was upset that he wasn't invited.
What?
Oh,
He was.
Speaking of the Tiger King himself, Chris Lasoya.
Can I go to the
I heard
tank?
I heard you could get a free ghost goggle with a
Can I go to
Infamous
the tank?
purchase. Is that still live? Trav?
We got stopped on that. Apparently, it violated map.
Oh.
Oh. That's right. We still love you.
Hey, Thomas,
Planet
the
Express, best guns on the planet.
Hey, don't be a boy.
Camp
We
stories
can't
about
hype up-
Infamous history.
we can't hype up
Ooh,
Lasoya
Nicky
too much.
Cuba,
Then
that
he's
would be
gonna
a
like
good one too.
he's gonna up the ante, like what he requires to be on the show. So we gotta.
Ooh, Nikki's a great one. I see Eddie's
Of
asking to
course.
see Nikki.
Yeah, of course.
That's
We
a
got
good one.
a good pool of OG Infamous players that we could pull from. The biggest
wives.
hurdle is going to, or the wives. The biggest hurdle for the OG Infamous players is going to be the technology side of it. But
Oh man,
we'll be
Nikki,
good.
this is
we'll
how you
get
log
it.
in.
We'll get it to figure it out. We'll get it figured out.
Start working on it now, Cal, because the next Friday is coming quick.
They're gonna need a week of practice.
John Richardson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could do an alumni night. That'd be cool. LB, there we
Alumni
go.
night for sure.
Yep.
Tiffany wants to do the wives. We could have the wives on one night.
Just give
We could just
them each a bottle of wine and we just walk away. What happens, happens.
That's bad news. That's a terrible idea.
Cal, you
Wine
better
night with the
moderate.
infamous wife.
You got the controls. We're out.
Good luck.
Oh, no. Cody Chong, you're going to have to moderate because the rest of us are not allowed to moderate because we want to be able to sleep in our own houses that night. So you're going to have to take care of that.
Sure, I got it. No problem.
Yeah, all right. Take one for the squad, bro. Whoever you got to mute, you just mute him.
Morgan's asking for more team practices on YouTube and longer. What's more time?
We got
Wow.
you,
Well,
baby.
the thing that's awesome that you wanted longer because I really wasn't sure if just doing the whole weekend in one would have been good or breaking it up into two so it wasn't just so just a long video where you have to scroll through and maybe find a clip or whatever. But I think it's also interesting to see the different days, right? So, you see Saturday's play versus Sunday's play in a 2-day practice, learning the layout. So, and then also the other side to it is I personally didn't go into the practice thinking about making like a vlog style video. So some of the footage that I have is not exactly the best for a longer video. You guys might not want to watch me shooting from back center 5 points in a row, just yelling at people to do stuff. So it just kind of depends on what footage we have, but Morgan's asking for 4-hour long videos. So, I mean, if we can get
Steve from Wisconsin, he's asking for, he likes Fry's ideas, the beers of the boys, but he also said we should commentate some matches or talk about some of our footage.
100%
Oh, that's
on
a
the
great
list.
That's a great
idea.
Yeah.
We could just rip on each
100%
other.
I
on the
like
list.
that one.
Cena, if
That
you're
one's
watching,
fire.
we need some Go Sports footy right away.
Cena, tag.
Well, so one thing that, reaching out to Maddie from the 10-man side of things, that they're all about, showing off what 10-man's all about. So they were 100% on board with me syncing up some of my barrel cam footage with some of the Go Sports footage just to kind of get more content out there for people to watch. But I don't think that they would have an issue with us, kind of commentating through some of our matches and some of our points. I think that's definitely something that people can, not only learn from, but it's, fun to watch. And then also, when you're watching Go Sports from the outside perspective, you might not understand fully what is going on in a game or in a point in particular. So all of us being in the game and seeing it from our point of view can really shed some light on what we were doing, what we were thinking, and what really happened. Because it's kind of hard to show that sometimes just from an overview. And Maddie and Todd and those guys on the commentating side, they can't see everything that's happening either. So I think it's definitely a good way to show some more paintball.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good way to learn as well. Like if you're coming up the ranks or wherever you are, like in your development, like just hearing what other people say about how something broke down, like every point we'll come off in the pits and be like, okay, well, like I did this because I saw this, and then we'll have that quick fix or whatever it is, right? Like I think that's super important. So I feel like that'd be some sweet content for sure.
Cool.
Chris in the chat showing some love. It's from Canada. Shout out.
Shout out America's hat.
St. Jean, he's got to be.
Goddamn, bro. That's cold. That's cold, bro.
Yeah, I run a hat. There's nothing wrong with a hat. I like your sweatshirt, Michaela.
Thank you.
We've got Michaela Mikowski here.
She just loves it. Non-stop paintball in the house.
She's a multi-sport athlete herself, I've seen.
Not during quarantine, though.
Ooh, yep. Heavy quarantine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You enjoying not going to school?
Back to the pro practice thing, though. It is cool to see, like, if you've never been to a pro two-team scrimmaging, how, like, it switches throughout the courses of the days. On Saturday, momentum swings, and we try certain plays. Saturday afternoon, a whole different, batch of plays is introduced, and we practice X Factor, we practice AC Dallas quite often, and going back and forth with those teams, 7 points in a row that we might lose, and then go back and take 5, 6, or 7 points right back at them. And it's interesting feedback for guys who have never experienced that.
Yeah, and shout out to Yosh Designs. He really holds us down when it comes to the footage whenever we're in Texas, which Texas is like Infamous' second home, AC Dallas, X Factor, and we're grinding with those guys all the time. And, we really built up a competitive relationship where, we're yelling at each other and spits flying, and we have a ton of respect for each other. But anyway, Yosh is always out there capturing the moments. So when you see footage and pictures on Instagram, social media, a lot of that stuff comes from him.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that, he's been really cool with helping us out with giving us content and not only just content, but he is really good at getting great content. But another side of it too is he's on the field filming our whole practices, and he's got the patience to not just throw out all this content right when it happens, where it hurts the two pro teams that are playing and on the competition side of it. So to have that kind of self-control is pretty nice, and you can trust that he's not going to just throw it all out there on the internet for everybody to see. So that's really cool.
Yeah, whenever we do the pro practices pre-event, he always waits until the event starts to release the footage, just to kind of keep those moments private when teams are developing their plays and everything. If you guys don't know, when we practice, we always set it up to practice a team that's outside of our bracket in the prelims. So that way, when we get to the event and we're playing our prelim bracket, it's a complete surprise, the type of plays that you've developed over the course of your 2 practice weekends. And it's really cool that Yosh understands what we're trying to do and what we're trying to build over those 2 weekends. So love that.
Chris has a good question in the chat. What are our thoughts on where the sport is regarding getting new people to play the game?
If you want to see paintball here in 10 years, You got to bring new people to the field.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I think it falls
Obviously,
back to
right
the
now
field.
with the quarantine and stuff going on, you know, it's tough to get new players. But Infamous has actually brought their own program system. Brett's got a team, Tom's got a team, I got a team, and we're training players to get involved in tournament paintball. Now, obviously, if you got some buddies that want to just try and play paintball, you got to bring them to the field, your local field, wherever that may be. But to get them to the next level of tournament stuff, you know, Infamous has got the backbone to start bringing up players all the way through.
Yeah, and I think like even for the guys who just want to play out like and play casually or just try a rec for a couple times, like paintball, like for the people who don't play, like there's so much value to it. There's so much value to it, like outside of just shooting people. It's like, you know, the camaraderie, like the friendships that you build throughout all of it. Like it's huge, and it's stuff that all of us are gonna cherish. So just sharing that with the people who are close to you, or, you know, whoever, just so, you know, they know what the value is to it. That's if we all do our little part, it's gonna make a difference for sure.
I'm telling you, if this like quarantine thing doesn't make you guys want to get out and go play again, it's crazy. I think after this ends, we're gonna have a mass of people that are looking for something to do. They don't want to play video games. They've watched all of YouTube. They've watched Netflix. The internet's over. It's time to go do something outside. Let's go have some fun.
You know, as a guy that, you know, runs Impact Action Sports, right? I get all the emails there, and then I have a Combat Zone Paintball Park I'm still involved with in California. Tiff receives the phone calls right during the week, and we do the social media. People are jonesing for something to do. They want to get outside. They're asking, "Are you open? Why are you not open?" And we're actually really pushing hard for trying to get some legislation that'll allow people to be open, because it's kind of like golf or whatever. You don't have to be like grouped up, right? You can go out there and do your own thing. But I honestly, you know, maybe it's just me being optimistic and loving paintball. I think with this quarantine over, paintball is going to just blow up. People want to get outside. They want to do something. They're active. I mean, I got 4 kids at home, and they're losing their marbles, right? But that's adults too. You know, I'm getting messages on both business pages like, "Hey, can I just come out and do drills? Can I do one-on-ones? I'll stay on my own side of the field. What do I have to do to get out?" And so we have a great opportunity to actually use this time for to rebuild passions, you know, to relight the fires. You know, Peter over here mentioned that, you know, I got him back into paintball after 8 years, you know. So, and the idea is, are we as a whole, as in like, you know, is the NXL growing paintball, or who's supposed to be growing paintball? It starts with the players, you know, inviting people and getting people out and exciting them about it, because word of mouth is the best thing for any industry. And then, you know, people like us that have fields, but those of us that have the programs, Cody, Brett, myself, you know, making sure that our players are out there inviting people in, because paintball is one of the greatest sports in the world, and we can always grow it. And we can't rely on the industry to say, you know, they're going to grow paintball, because they're not. It comes down to the field owners and the people like us that are in the trenches every day out there doing it, and that love that, you know. You know, most of us here have been in this longer than we could even imagine, 20 years or so, or more. But that's how it grows. That's how it grows, is because we tell people how great it is. You know, there we go. I'm emptied out, bro.
Yeah, baby.
Cheers.
I got a fishbowl on the way.
Hey, so the infamous hangout on Friday nights, right, boys? Let's go.
You need to bring a bigger stash over here for those hangouts.
7:30 in the lobby, 8 a.m. in the rental vans. We'll be at the on the field by 9.
That's right. 901. If you got an Android, no Androids allowed on Infamous. So if you ever want to get on a team, you gotta get an iPhone.
Yeah, that's why Harrison's off.
Harrison's gone. It's past his bedtime.
Harrison's on. He's just I don't know what he's doing. We just see his like wallpaper, and I'm not about to like. I don't know what he's doing back there.
When you went back to him, he was just laying in the back like a tiger.
No fish bowls, 100%, Dave. We know there's only one man that can handle a fish bowl. His name is Ryan Verdarte, and he is on a hiatus.
That's a good campfire story for sure.
So next Friday, drinks with the boys, stories, and an update on where we're at with product, or what?
Yeah, maybe we'll try to think of some stuff. The guys got some good ideas in the chats. We'll go through it. maybe we bring in one of our sponsors and they can talk about some of their new products too. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a good idea. It's good.
Awesome.
The and V1s.
It's Brett again. Brett.
Brett went robot.
Get him out of here. He went Android.
He's
Morgan,
holding right now.
do
You
not
guys
worry.
can't
Morgan,
see
I
it,
got my
but
million miler.
he's holding up his AirPod case and he's just opening and closing it like dead. That's what happens when you try to get a person who's been working all day with the AirPods in all day. They're dead. He can't hang with it. You gotta charge up for the live show.
Bro, I hit a 30-minute charge. I am good. Solid.
Yeah.
These things last forever. Just got to get a 30-minute charge ahead of time. That's it.
That's right.
Charge. Yep. So we don't have a specific schedule laid out for this kind of stuff, but I think with everything going on, we're all searching for different ways to connect and also just kind of talk about things that we like doing and wish we were doing, like playing paintball. So, and then not only that, but we do have some content that we can share that we think our fans and just paintball players in general can enjoy. So I think we're all about doing the live stuff, and hopefully everybody on here right now, shares out the stream. And if they weren't able to watch the whole thing or just tuned in for the product review or product release, they come back and check out some of the stuff we talked about. But I think, you guys could all agree we could probably sit here and chat about stuff for a long time just because, we are kind of just literally doing a little team hangout and just catching up and just shooting the shit. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Skeleton.
To the next
Right on.
Infamous Hangout, boys. It's good seeing you all. Get
Yo,
yourself a
hey,
tank.
before we sign off, I just want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors that kind of make everything that we do possible. In no particular order, but obviously we gave a ton of shout outs tonight to Powerhouse because they're the ones that are making this whole new tank and collaborative possible. But Planet Eclipse, best markers in the game. ProSharp Paint, it's incredible. If you haven't shot it, you need to get involved with that. Push, best goggles in the game, and they have Lasoya. Bunker Kings, talking about that new loader. I know everyone's, that's the hot new loader, and for a good reason. It's a great product. Obviously, we do a lot of our own stuff, Infamous and Pro DNA and all that, our own protective and that kind of stuff. But we've started to get some support from First Form, and they're hooking us up with supplements. So again, thank you to all of our sponsors and guys that are hooking us up, because without them, this doesn't exist. So
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
Cheers, boys.
all right, see you
boys.
guys
Thanks, everybody.
Next
Wildlife.
Friday. Bye, Tank.
lobby at 7:30. All right, bye.
Goodbye. Bye.